Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Magic coming back to you with another Sorare video. As you know and mentioned from the title, this is the upcoming players to look out for in the upcoming game week 5. Whether you're looking for a Arena 75 filler, a Contender filler, Challenger 14, Challenger, Champion, or Arena 140. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're new to Sorare and you're thinking about joining Sorare, click the link down below. It'll help you start with your Sorare journey, giving you $50 market credit so you can start building your gallery. Now is a perfect time with the quick play game mode. You don't necessarily have to build a full lineup to play. You can play with one or two with 3 cards. And with that said, let's get into the video. All right, the first one we have here, you all already know the format. We have the obvious players that you're going to obviously put in your lineup and obviously use. I'm going to start with this dude. I don't necessarily trust this dude at all. He's very inconsistent, but my man Rudy can give you 40 or give you 11, bro. But his cap is a 21, and that's a guaranteed use in my book. I don't care how inconsistent he is. Now he has 2 game weeks next week. We get one against Brooklyn and one against the Knicks. Both New York games. I think he should do better against Brooklyn rather than against the Knicks, but it all depends on the health status of the Knicks players, especially Cat and Mitchell Robinson. Another obvious player we have here is Miles Turner. My man's cap is 24, and he's consistently giving you about 30 right now. I think he's finding his groove in Milwaukee. He's finding his place. So you should see his numbers continue to gradually rise. And if you're using him for the daily picker, as you can see, he already smashed it. He can give you about 30. That plus 5. Now he has 2 games next week, the Pacers and Toronto. Now the Pacers is like a revenge game because they wanted to pay him, so I expect him to have a big game against the Pacers, and the Pacers are injured right now. Like they have a lot of injury, and they don't necessarily have a big man, so I expect Miles to have a big game next week. And also, again, here we go. The theme. It's a Pacer right here, Indiana Pacer. My man Neesmith. My man needs to start hitting his shots, bro. The Pacers are in dire need of a secondary scorer besides Pascal and besides Jarvis Walker. He's also a obvious choice, but his price is kind of high right now. But and Aaron Neesmith cap is a 22, so hopefully he starts scoring. He's playing the Bucks and the Nets, so he should be averaging about 30, 35. Safely to say, he should. I said should. Don't quote. Don't take my word for it because he's in a shooting slump right now, and he gets a lot of minutes though. Yeah, he gets like 30 to 35 minutes a game. Now another obvious we have here, but this is a honorable mention that everybody's using right now. His price has skyrocketed because he's playing so well right now. Is Ryan Rollins? We had him in a previous video. My man shot up before we put him out in the video, and now he's doing great at the point guard for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's starting again he's starting on behalf of Kevin Porter Jr. He's on the bench right now, just watching this man go bonkers, bro. This man's going crazy. I hope he can stay consistent and keep it pushing, bro. Now another honorable mention that everybody's using right now is Kristaps Porzingis. My man is fluctuating, but he can score. It's almost like a guarantee 30, 35, 40 plus range if he plays. If he's not sitting, if he's not having the flu or a sickness that doesn't let him play as much, but I'm not gonna get into that. I don't want to get flamed by anybody that's a Hawks fans. Now we're gonna go to some surprises. That's some of them are not necessarily surprises, but I'm surprised their cap is so low. Is first we have is Desmond Bain. My man caps at 25. I think he's trying to figure out his place in Orlando. He needs to be more aggressive because I know for a fact he can give you at least 35 to 40 Sorare points a night. But I don't know if he's I don't know what's going on in Orlando with him. I watched a couple games, but he doesn't look that comfortable because Paulo is ball dominant and Wagner, France be France be like a second option, and Desmond should be the third, but he's getting outplayed by Tristan Vucevic right now. So maybe his cap, if his cap continue to dip, he's a definite play. You might want to keep a lookout for him. Now, another one we have here is Jabari Smith Jr. My man can easily give you about 30 to 35, 40 points a night, Sorare points a night. If he remains consistent, his cap's at 21 right now. As you can see, he had 50 piece against Toronto. He's playing Boston this weekend. This is game week 4. He only had one game. He got 2 games next week against Dallas and the Grizzlies. Now, both of these teams are lacking with big men right now. Not necessarily the Grizz because they got Jaren Jackson Jr., but he doesn't really rebound the ball like that. Now, Dallas doesn't have a big at all right now, bro. AD is down for about 2 games. Gafford is still injured. Lively is probable. We're not sure if he's going to come back next week. So PJ is probably going to be the center. A lot of PJ. I hate to say it, but Dwight Powell. But let's see. Another one surprise we have for y'all is Dean Wade. But my man is covering for injuries right now due to getting a lot of minutes for injuries. He subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. He's getting more minutes due to Sam Merrill being injured. Who else was injured? Jarrett Allen was injured last game, so he had a lot of minutes. His cap's a 13. We're gonna see if those guys are still injured coming against Philly and against Washington. Now I do believe he should be getting a lot of minutes against Washington, but Washington's young team is like a run and gun team right now. So hopefully he can do better. As you can see, his price is already rising. But I would not depend on it too much. Now we're going straight in. Now some honorable mentions I have here for the surprises is Jeremiah Fears. He's covering for injury again. He's a rookie. He's a guard. My man's playing well right now. His cap's a 19. And he has 2 games next week against Charlotte and Dallas. So if he can keep consistent, this is a solid play for a solid 19 cap. Another honorable mention I have here is Anthony Simons. My man's caps dropped all the way down to 26. Now he is finding his groove in Boston, and he can give you about 35 to 40 points a game. So if he's being more aggressive and he's hitting his shots, my man can give you about 35 to 40 points a game. I see. There's a theme right here that you'll notice. The lower the cap or it's a mid cap, his price is gonna go up a lot. As you can see, it's already going up. So if you don't have them, you might want to try to snag them or snag them off the secondary market if you have the cash. Now we're gonna go into some sleeper picks that I have here. The first one I have here for y'all is Keaton Wallace. My man is covering for Trey. When Trey was injured last year, Keaton Wallace had a lot of backup minutes off the bench, and he's very efficient if he's scoring and stays out of foul trouble. Now he's gonna have a lot of competition with Nikhil Alexander Walker and Luke Kennard, but he's still at cap 12, can give you about 30 to 35 Sorare points if he gets enough minutes off the bench and he stays out of foul trouble and don't turn over the ball a lot. But again, when Trey was down last year, my man was picking up the slack for a couple games. He had a couple solid games of 50. He can give you 60 on a solid night. It's a sleeper for me. You can get him off the secondary market right now for 19 bucks because there's no card being minted. You can get him the in-season one for 19 and the classic one for about $3 right now. Another sleeper I have for y'all is Luka Garza. My man's a 7 cap. And again, he's getting a lot of minutes with the Celtics. 20-25 a night. You can't beat that for a 7 cap. If he can give you 30, even better. Slam him down in the Arena 75, and you're good. Now, another sleeper I have for y'all is Khalil Ware. My man's cap's a 19. He's a little inconsistent, but he can give you about 30 to 30, 35, 40 points a night. His defense is solid. He's making better decisions on offense, and if he starts scoring consistently, this 19 can easily be a 30, 35 cap. Easy. Now another sleeper. We're gonna go into the picks for the quick play. This is a couple picks that I have for y'all that can help you out with a quick play if you don't have them in season. Here's a 32 right now. I don't know how much he goes for on the secondary market. 33 on the secondary market 9 hours ago. That's crazy. But Dyson Daniels, his cap's 28. With Ethan Wallace, he's gonna have to do a lot more scoring and a lot more minutes. He's gonna have to step up, and he already did last game against the Pacers with 44. He can hit the cap for the daily and get you that streak. Another one I have here is Jaden McDaniels. His cap's a 30. He's gonna have to do, as I mentioned in the previous video, he's gonna have to do a lot more scoring with Julius Randle, and he can easily give you that 10+ cap for the daily plays, the quick play. Now the last one I have for y'all, Jalen Johnson again. His cap's a 33, which means he's gonna be a solid play for either Contender next week, and it's going against Washington. I'm sorry, not Washington. I'm sorry, guys. It's kind of late. I gotta travel in the morning. Toronto and Orlando. So he can also help you out with a quick play to help you reach that threshold to get the bonus. Now, with that said, if you found the video helpful, I appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe button. And if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. It's your boy Magic, and I'm out. Peace.